Hey!
47 hours.
47, 47 hours. Oh my god! Wait, so it's legitimately like playable at like what time did you say?
6 hour
6?
time. Wednesday.
On Wednesday? I thought I was going to wait till midnight like the good old days. Fuck that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my
I've checked it
God.
a million times just to make sure. Pretty sure it's 6.
I'm so excited. We might have to cancel Wednesday's stream because none of us are going to want to talk or want to play the game.
Right. I'll sit there and just like talk.
Yeah, I'll talk, but how in it I'll be, who knows? That'll be fun. Oh, hi guys. Oh, I can still see Groovy. Let's hide Groovy on these cams. How about that?
He has snow on him.
yeah, he's so cute.
Look at him. Look
So
at little
snowy.
Groovy.
Oh, I can't tell if he
Bye.
has a frowny face or.
I don't know. I'm just glad he's connected.
But anyway, hi guys. I'm Taylor.
Yo, yo.
That's Joseph. That's Jake. This time, I know it won't flip it, so I'm actually pointing the right direction. Every time I do this, it's wrong because it's flipped from Discord into this.
I didn't try this time. I'm done trying, I think.
I'm just going to do up and down. Did you watch
Hey,
back our
Giagos, how are you?
episode? Hi, Giagos. Did you watch back our Friday episode at all when we tried to high five?
No, I didn't see that part.
I was starting to go through it to clip, and it was just like I was going this way, but then you were also going this way, but you were 3 rows away from me, so we were just like
It was
off
just
the
Smack 2
screen.
people in the
everyone
face.
else.
Yeah. It was good.
As long as we got to do that, that's good.
Yes. Anyway, we're gonna talk about the last 2 roles today because that's all we got left. And we kind of want to talk about 2077 on Wednesday. And then last Wednesday, some of us were on call, some of us felt like garbage, so here we are.
Quite a few of us felt like garbage.
Yeah, it was that cold front came in and just felt
It's
like
that time of year.
bleh.
Like
The
my
most
joints are still
wonderful
all stove
time.
up.
Yeah, right.
It gets dark at 4:30.
Absolute worst. I hate it. But anyway, y'all want to start with Lawman? That could be fun.
Man of
Yeah.
the law.
Man of the law. Book in the law.
So-
Book in the law. Let me go.
I won't spoil the first part of my
Oh
script.
wait, I can still
'Cause
see.
if you remember
No,
that,
you
Taylor,
can't
the
read
intro
from
to-
your script at all
can't read
because
I'm not
from-
going to.
it's gonna be my video.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not gonna ruin it. I'm not gonna ruin the first part of it.
But he will DM it to you after. If
Yeah.
you're so cheap.
If you subscribe to my OnlyFans, con save.
I'll do a dramatic
release.
reading.
Yeah. We just do ASMR of the reading of Red.
Actually, stick
I mean,
around.
I'd pay
I'll be
for
doing
it.
ASMR woodworking later.
Just
Quite
a
titillating.
belt sander.
Just a rotary tool.
If you like high-pitched noises,
It's the streams for
Or
you,
you.
guys.
are you in luck?
Oh boy. Anyway, there's a random line in my graphic. I don't know what that is. I'll have to fix that before I post it. Actually, I'm gonna have to remake the graphics completely to combine Media and Lawman. Dang.
Media man.
Media. Yeah, I was trying to make it the other way, and I was like, no, that one's stupid.
Police officer with a camera.
But
Another camera.
I mean, yeah. Oh,
That's
no.
required these days.
Yup.
this-
It's just never on.
My screen keeps moving. Every time I open this, it is a different size. So sorry guys, you'll get to watch me resituate.
Is that a net runner?
Doo-doo-doo. Hell yeah, it is.
I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Is
for
that
my
edgy Cortana?
Hell yeah, it is.
It's Cortana with a K.
Whee!
And
I
two
just love
A's
this
at the end.
chick. Like, I'm absolutely feeling it, and I love everything about
Oh
it.
yeah, for sure. I
Let-
love how she has like a SD card reader in the back of her head.
Gotta get those skill chips, brah. Brah. I think that's exactly what she says to people too when she talks about
Brah.
She's like, brah, gotta get the skill chips, brah.
E.
Scrolling, isn't this such good content? Lawman, alright, I made it.
Not Lyman. It is in fact Lawman.
It is in fact Lawman. Junior policeman.
He busts through the door. You thought.
You just thought. We'll do a quick little. Let's just see kind of what the lawman's all about. I should have drank that Dr. Pepper. I have to burp now.
Do it. You won't.
I
10,
won't.
2, and 4 to stay healthy. That's what they say.
Hell yeah. I don't know. Does the addition of cream soda counteract that? Because
It's actually the opposite.
just more sugar, more good. So, in the old days before the war, they only used to shoot at cops. Now, you're lucky if you take a slug. The street is mean these days, filled with new drugs, new gangs, and new weapons to make a Miami 10 look like kid's toy. No, that's not Miami. Minami. I was like, what the fuck is a Miami 10?
It's canon now.
That's what they call Lyman when he wears his sexy shirt.
This is all Lyman's role right here.
That's
Where's he
good.
at? Anyway, so the
He's
Miami
sitting there
10
watching
looks
this
like a
in
kid's
bed,
toy.
dying. He's just like,
But even so, you're out there doing what you can to protect and serve. There used to be a big city forest, but most of the old guard and NCPD have been thrown out on their own to keep peace the way they can. That's what I find very interesting in this world, which makes sense because how could you have cyberpunk and then still have a very like heavy police force? It's just kind of like private security is a bigger deal than like police.
they're like lawful good mercenaries.
Yeah. The ones who remain still take the badge seriously. They work to keep people safe and make some kind of stand against chaos. Even if you'd rather just walk a beat, if you're a professional lawman of any stripe, you're stuck carrying at least 4 high-caliber weapons. Miami's. Most of them full auto types, wearing Kevlar vests at all time. And you're still outgunned and outflanked. So, you know, not that I want to be a cop in real life, but I definitely don't want to be one in this game either. It sounds...
Yeah. It's like playing a warlock.
Okay, look. I regret my decisions. Fully regret my decisions for my warlock. Can I just switch Karina into Joseph's campaign and have her in 2 separate campaigns? That could be fun, right?
You just want to kill off Tag, and we'll just put Karina in there.
No, because I'm excited to switch up her subclass. I think that'll make it more fun.
Yeah, backup's the real deal.
But yes, backup is the role ability. Lawman can call upon the help of a group of fellow officers based on the lawman's rank and the conditions under which they make the call. The backup is armed and armored based on their rank. This is very 2020 Nomad for freaking sure. Because they used to have like the family where they could just call in a bunch of their like cousins to come like kick ass for them.
Taylor, I see you just turned to the correct page. I also did.
Hey, good. You want to read?
I can read. So, the lawman's role abilities backup. They can call upon their fellow law enforcers. It kind of scales up, of course, with your special ability rank. As you increase in rank, you get some pretty beefy backup if you roll well enough to actually call them in. So if you're in danger, if you're getting pinned down or something, you can call for backup. Basically, it kind of works like rolling for a death save where you have to roll below your body, except with this, you have to roll below your roll ability rank, your backup rank. So if your backup rank's 4, you got to do 1, 2, 3, stuff like that. If you, in fact, do succeed on that, you then get to roll a d6 to see how many rounds it'll take for your backup to actually get there. Which I think it's interesting. When you roll if you roll a 6 on the d6 for the rounds, it's not complete like failure, which is pretty cool. It does take 6 rounds, but instead of the typical backup you would get for your rank, you actually get one better. So if your backup rank is 2, you would actually, and you roll a d6 and you get a 6, then it would rank it up. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty cool. It doesn't completely punish you for rolling high.
That's nice. Yeah, it gives you a little bit of a counterbalance there of like, sorry, it's gonna take so long.
Yeah. So there's a few things that are kind of important here. One being the combat number. This is all relative to your actual backup characters. Combat number is a skill base used for both offense and defense. The number combines both stat and skill for them. You'll add a d10 to this value whenever you're attacking with their weapons and defending with their equipment. But one important thing is they can't dodge at all. So
yeah, they're gonna get got.
Yeah,
maybe.
they'll can maybe get got easier than a regular player character would. Then you have SP, which is stopping power. That's obviously stopping power. The armor on both their body and head, it's I believe the same as a player character's. HP is hit points. And then they have their move and body. The backup's move and body stat is exactly the same as if you're playing the game yourself. But I guess we can start out with rank 1 and 2. What do you normally start out at when you start a game? Is it 4?
I guess that really kind of depends on
build, right?
on whoever's running your game, how y'all build it. Like I went ahead and y'all were all pretty established people that knew how to do your job already, so I just started y'all at 5. So there's still room to grow, but I think if you really wanted to do that grind, you could start at 1 because you can use your IP. Like you have to use your IP for that rank. So
you don't just level us up? I didn't actually know.
Yeah, no, you can spend your IP on your rank, your skills, and your stats, but it costs progressively more for skill or stats compared to skills, and then rank compared to anything as well.
All right.
But also, I think, you have the ability to just be like, level up, guys. Depends on, again, the grind. I think that's the difference of like XP versus like milestone.
All right. So, if your GM feels so inclined to start y'all at rank 1, you will be your backup will be outfitted with 4 local rent-a-cops on the scene and arriving on foot. They carry heavy pistols and wear Kevlar. Their combat number is 8, which you add that 8 to any attacks they make with their weapon. Their SP stopping power is 7, which is pretty low. Mm-hmm. They're probably going to get blasted pretty quickly because they also only have a HP of 20 and their move and body is a 4. So they are indeed rent-a-cops.
Yeah, but their bodies, which can be helpful.
Thanks for coming, guys. Run in front of me real quick.
Yeah, I gotta leave. Could you just literally be my bullet shield? Thanks. Appreciate
Some people
it.
use cover fire, and lawmen use actual bodies.
Like, hey, Frank, could you come help? Thanks.
Yeah, actual fucking meat shields.
I'll come help, but this is the last time.
It probably will be the last time, Frank. What? Never mind. Bye.
Little does he
See
know.
you in a minute. Yeah. And I mean, it seems like a pretty relatively slow build up on this because
Yeah,
like the next one is like local cops, but still 4, so they're a little better.
and we have to remember that if you do roll that 6 on the d6, it does level you up, but as you can see there, like if you're a rank 1 and you roll a 6, what, you just get leveled up to rank 2, which is the same thing, and you have to wait 6 rounds. So it's like,
Oh, you still have to do like the immediate next rank. You don't get like
I
3, 4.
think, let me see. If you roll a 6 on this roll, instead of your typical backup, that backup arrives will be of the next highest level. Of the next highest level of backup, unless you are... Okay, so I think it says next highest level of backup. But
So-
I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Because that would really suck if you... You know, it's like in D&D when you have like 12 strength and you get to level 4 and you want to level it up, and you have to use both points just to level up once. Like,
Yeah, that's that.
it reminds me of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if
I
that's the
low-key
case.
hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But once we move up a little bit, we're at backup rank 3 and 4. The combat number for these guys is now 10. Their stopping power is the same as rank 1 and 2 at 7, but their HP goes up by 5 and their moving body goes up by 1. These guys are local beat cops. They arrive in 2 compact ground cars. I assume that just means a car.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey Taylor, can you scroll down on it?
As opposed to
Yeah,
sky
sorry, I was
cars,
reading the thing to
these-
see if that explained the backup, but the example they used was like a 6, and then it didn't help answer my backup question.
Oh yeah, because they were a 5
Yeah, I was like, well, all right.
or a 4 rather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I wish the example was 3, so then we would know.
But yeah, these guys are just a little bit beefier in the health department and in the move and combat. They carry the same stuff as these Rent-A-Cops. They carry heavy pistols and Kevlar for armor. So, pretty gradual there, honestly. Rank 5 through 7, that's kind of where it starts getting ramped up. This is 2 local county mounties. That's fun to say.
County Mountie.
That
is fun to say. I didn't expect it to be that fun.
Joseph, call in the county mounties.
It's like that maybe.
This is June.
Maybe.
We got a 3550. We need county mounties out here right now.
Oh my god. I love it so much. Okay, new pitch. Lawmen that have retired from the lawman gig and they're rocker boys and they've started a boy band called the County Mounties.
They're what's it, Lieutenant Dangle outfit from Reno 911.
Absolutely.
New boot goofing.
Let's do it. I'm in.
Yeah, that sounds solid. Anyways, these county mounties are patrolling the exurbs and highways around the city. They'll arrive in a high-performance ground car as opposed to a regular ground car, and are armed with heavy pistols and also have assault rifles. They have heavy armor jack instead of Kevlar. Also, huge improvements to combat number, which is 14, up from 10. SP, which is 13, up from freaking 7.
Dang.
And then HP gets a 10-point increase to 35. Their move goes back down, but let's be honest.
And that's just
That's
because the
a fair
heavy
trade.
armor jack.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so that heavy armor, that's that trade-off, is you can't move and you don't have as good of reflexes, but... but you ain't gonna die as quick.
Yeah, County Mounties sounds more
County Mounties.
seasoned vet.
Yeah.
And then after 7, it switches to ranking up each rank after that individually rather than bulking, putting them bulked into 1 and 2 and then 3 and 4 and then 5 through 7. But when you get to 8, you will get to call on the Recovery Zone Marshal. Like the marshals of the Old West, these are lone lawmen who patrol the recovery zone in new cities. One arrives on a super bike carrying a very heavy pistol, assault rifle, grenade launcher, and flak armor.
Just dread.
Dude, like, that's all you need. Like, imagine how badass that looks. Like, just rolling in as your backup. Like, hell yeah.
Wait, I think I have an emote for that. A dread emote? Oh my god, I do.
Also, I bought Dread for $3 on Amazon. And it's a great movie.
The law. Anyways, these guys are beefy. Beefy as all heck, I tell you. They have 50 HP, up from 35. Their move is at the highest so far, which is 6. That's move and body. Their armor's up to a 15, and their combat numbers is 16. So they're gonna hit.
They gonna get you.
They're
They gonna get you good. That is great. See, I just want to play a lawman now because this is so cool. Just to call in bros. A recovery marshal?
Shoot, what's the movie? I don't remember his name. Old guy that everyone likes. That's a badass. He's in the old western.
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Like John Wayne? What?
What's that movie that he's in where he just has that big ass revolver, and it's in. I don't know if he's a cop. I gotta look this up.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that one.
Dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry. Oh, I've fucking seen Dirty Harry. What's wrong with me? Yes. Like, just call in Dirty Harry, like, game over. Fuck you guys.
Just badass shows up and destroys.
Oh, wait, I'll save it for my. I thought of another idea of a lawman I want to make, but I'll save it.
Gonna make it your own? How dare you?
Well, no, so we'll talk about it later.
We got backup rank 9 now.
Hell yeah.
Guess what that is? That's C-SWAT.
Oh, shit.
You get 2 heavy hitters from the Psycho Squad. They carry assault rifles and rocket launchers. Wearing metal gear. Registry trademark. They'll arrive from the air in an AV-4 as well.
Remember when Zeeson called the cops and was acting like a crazy person and they sent a fucking drone full of people heading towards him? Or towards the location he said he was at? That was good fun. That's what y'all would have got. Y'all were at the bar questioning them, and he called about something. Oh, because he was like, being like, give me stuff. And they're like, we can't verify your information, bro.
You're starting to call to get information on a murder or on a assault that happened 2 years ago.
Yeah, without identification. And they were like, this guy seems a little crazy.
Here like, why are we here?
And so he's like, where are you, sir? And he told him the wrong place, and y'all saw a fucking drone full of people fly overhead. That's what would have happened with those guys.
So, with C-SWAT, you get 2 of them as opposed to the 1 marshal from the previous rank. Their combat numbers down 1, back to 15. but their armor is up by 3 to 18. Rather, stopping power. I need to stop saying armor. HP also goes down to 35, so you're talking both guys, that's 70 HP. But their moving body is lower since they're all armored up.
They're ready to... But I mean,
But
do you really need to move when you have that much firepower and that much range? Just
No.
like hold your ground and lob fucking or shoot grenades.
You have an RPG.
Yeah, yeah.
And like you can't dodge bullets, so there's no point in trying to
That's
have any kind of
true.
anything. You're a tank.
Yeah, that's true.
Dodge a wrench, you can dodge a bullet.
Not these guys.
Dodge a car, you can dodge a ball.
I haven't seen that movie
Oh.
in God knows how long.
Ah, it's a good
For real?
movie.
So
I watched it enough for a lifetime,
Yeah, honestly, probably.
for sure. That and Step Brothers. I used to be obsessed with Step Brothers.
Super Brothers is fun too. For sure.
I was thinking about that scene the other day where they made him eat dog poop. I don't know why. The white dog poop.
Yeah, just randomly. I love it. Such a good movie though. Like everyone gives it shit now as being one of those like, it was a fad. I'm like, no, it was funny. It's legitimately
wasn't
funny.
it like? Wait, we gotta go over rank 10, don't we?
Oh, did we not do 10? Oh, sorry.
No, I'm there. I'm there now.
No,
Well,
we.
He was
moved
judging me
transition.
for
okay.
mixing my
Don't
screens.
worry about it. I'll
Wasn't
read it
judging.
all to you. I'll give you a good night story here.
Okay, perfect.
It's
That
a
one
long
just seemed so badass that I felt like it had to be ranked 10.
All right. Once upon a time, backup rank 10 includes national law enforcement, Interpol, FBI, or Netwatch. These are serious hitters operating under the control of national governments or international law enforcement groups. They're the real deal. You get 2 of them. They'll travel in pairs. They arrive in an AV4, just like the last rank. But they're outfitted with very heavy pistols, assault rifles, and light armor jack. Their combat number is reduced by 1 from the last rank to 14. Their stopping power is reduced quite a ways down because the last rank, if you remember, has fucking Metal Gear.
Yeah. Solid?
So their stopping power is down. Yep, it is quite.
Quite solid.
Their stopping power is down 7, all the way to an 11 actually. Hence the light armor jack. And their health is exactly the same as the Psycho Squad guys at 35, but their move and body is increased by 2, so they're a little quicker. But best part is right here. Unlike all the other forms of backup, these serious hitters stick around after the conflict is ended, and they'll even insist you in investigating the scene. That's pretty cool.
That is nice.
You can get some free help if your character's stupid or something. I don't know.
I mean, I got plenty of them. I could
You
use
roll
FBI. Yeah.
Or you just roll low. You don't have
Yeah.
to be stupid. What
That's
if you
true.
just roll low?
That's true.
So they don't travel with the crew day to day. You can't just keep them with you all the time. But after the first time they're called, the same 2 will keep responding if you keep calling in backup, until the quote-unquote case is closed or until they die. When they die or until the case is closed. They should have said it like that.
Yeah.
But they
Could
can
be a
also...
really long case and a long life.
Yeah. They're not even just used for like combat like the other guys are though. So they have
You got like a straight up
accounting,
contact. Ooh.
acting, conceal, reveal object, criminology, cryptography, deduction, education. They're like full-fledged characters for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah, you get your own NPC essentially.
Yeah.
Have fun, GM.
Right. Hey, it's their fault for giving them rank 10.
Yeah, honestly. Y'all might get there someday.
It's most of the main text though for the rollability for Lawman.
Nice. Yeah, they get some fucking power, which is I didn't really look at what the Lawman could do in 2020. So I don't really super know how it compares, but I do know this compares a lot to Nomad in 2020, which is interesting.
Yeah, you call them the family, right?
Yeah, you call them family, and it's a similar thing. It's less structured as like, this one's like you get 2 people and this is their armor. It's like you can call in your entire family to come fight for you, and it's like that seems a little unrealistic.
Now the GM gets to remember what all those characters are
Right.
that the player came up with.
Right? Yeah.
This is just like, I mean, up until
Jill
up
was
until
on call today.
Up until rank 10, you don't get the same person every time.
Yeah, and then by that time they're pretty established. So that's super freaking cool though. I like that idea of having people. It's the same with the corporate or the exec, like the idea of having just people at your disposal is very cool.
I have a feeling the corpo or the exec will dispose of more. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. Low-level lawmen, these guys are dead.
Yeah,
in like
they're
Three
screwed.
turns.
Absolutely screwed.
They take 5 turns to get there, and they're dead in 2 turns. But
because
if
what
you can
was
hold
that?
it
It
down
was
for that long.
Yeah, stopping power 7 and a health of 20. Like that's one headshot from Lee. Ow.
Yeah, death.
Dead.
Death.
Like head exploded, dead.
And if they're wearing a helmet, forget about it.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. They are rent-a-cops.
Yeah.
Just got 2 Paul Blarts running up.
That's what all of them are. It's just on a Segway.
That's what you need to do. They're on Segways. Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest here. So Kevin James in real life is like heavy into jiu-jitsu. He's kind of a badass apparently.
Nice.
Make one of those a rent-a-cop. Just
Yeah,
Kevin James in real life.
You've got Joey Diaz coming up.
Yeah.
Gonna wrestle their ass to the ground.
Please. Honestly, I'm about it.
Can of corn.
Can't go on. I'll be okay.
My hair is doing crazy things. I don't even care.
Yeah, you should do a separate roll for if they have a Segway. And if they have a Segway, then the D6 roll for the rounds gets reduced by 1.
Oh. Is it a Segway? Because I feel like it could be a Segway, a moped, or like those little golf carts that the like parking ticket cops
Yeah.
have. Yeah.
With a little yellow light on top.
Yeah. I'm about it.
And they have like maxed out drive. Like
You're drifting in their Segway around the corners and
They
stuff.
squeal around and just run over the big bad.
Yes, I love it. Hey, those Segways can do some damage, man. They're also terrifying. Have you ever tried to get on one? They scare the shit out of me.
Nope.
So, the first
I've
time
never tried that. I've never tried a hoverboard.
Yeah, I've not tried a
Those
hoverboard.
things are terrifying.
Because it's basically the same thing, but at least a Segway, you have handles, so you feel safer. You're not, but you feel like you are.
you're really not.
You're really not. But the first time I had ever gotten on a Segway was my mom, roped me into coming with her and my aunt and, some of their friends on some, Segway tour in San Antonio. Because I was like, yes, this is what I want to do at 17 is hang out with a bunch of 70-year-olds on Segways.
I mean, you'll still be stuck behind someone.
Yeah.
You'll be moving slower on the interstate than if you are just on the
Just normal
on the
Segway.
sidewalk. Yes.
Yeah, it was, I'm very proud of myself. I never fell, but I was terrified the whole time because it lets out, it starts at the Riverwalk where that mall is, and then you go out the back of the mall and there's all this cute shopping center thing, or little shops in that haunted hotel and cute shit. You started
Kinda
there.
opens up.
Yeah, where it's the old cobblestone road and stuff. And so you started there, and like we went out, and you would go by the missions, then you would go by the Alamo, and then we'd go through the park, and then you'd go through that neighborhood where all the ritzy ass houses are, and the HEB guy lives, and all that shit, and then like come back.
How many times did you do this?
Just that one time. It was really cool though. Like what you got to see was cool.
Photographic memory.
Segway
So
was not
terrified
great.
of
You could
searing
show
into a
them. You could
bridge.
show them around.
Look,
You could
I
run the tour.
basically grew up in San Antonio. That whole area of the town, I got on lock. Like I was there so much with my cousins. And that's the only fun place to go in San Antonio because everything else involves traffic. So,
Right.
I have a place that you might not know we gotta go to.
okay. I'm in.
Well, don't tell anyone else.
It'll be a secret. But one of the ladies did fall, and it was terrifying because I was like, "You're like 68. You okay?" That was the only thing. We had to wear like stupid little helmets too. I was
When
miserable.
she falls, she takes 68.
And the next part of the story is she actually is still in the river to this day.
They were smart enough. Well, I guess one time we went over a bridge, like over
What's
the
up, DTP?
river.
Yo.
But for the most part, because like we didn't go on the Riverwalk because that's too busy. You like went out.
Mm-hmm.
The
And it
back way.
narrows quite a bit at a lot of spots.
Yeah, no, there's no way in
So
hell.
there's
Like, you
no
can barely
way.
walk down the Riverwalk with the amount of people.
You would end up running over a small child.
And this
they'd
was
fall
like
in the river.
spring break, too. So it was fucking packed.
Oh.
I was so upset. I was like, I'm with a bunch of retirees on Segways in the middle of San Antonio on my spring break, my first year in college.
Retirees with their glass bones.
Yeah, they entrust her with the life alert button just in case.
You just have like 8
All of them.
alerts.
You're looking for the right name.
Okay, legitimately, hold on. I think I have something.
Oh my god.
So, or no, maybe I was a senior in high school. I think I was a senior in high school. I wasn't in college yet. And, to icing on the cake of how miserable I was during this. Because it was like my aunt's friends from like Canada. I think they're from Canada and they came down to visit. And so they made like a big deal about it and how it was like a Texas spring break and they called it the senior spring break because they're all senior citizens and then I was there. They made us wear shirts. We had matching shirts. I had to
Like a-
match.
It's like a bachelorette party.
And my mom made my blanket and put it in it.
Oh, look at the wonderful blue
Senior
bonnet.
spring break, San Antonio Hill Country 2010. So, yeah, that was my spring break my senior year.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I forgot that it was in
think-
my blanket.
think-
It's in my t-shirt blanket. You know what? It's fun now. And it wasn't that bad. I mean, I wasn't a shithead kid. I was just like,
think about
sure, I went along with it. I wore the shirt. I was happy enough. I was like, let's go.
It's
I
a
played
story.
along. Yeah, I wasn't miserable. Like, what else was I going to do? You know, I couldn't drink yet. What else do you do on spring break, you know?
What did you?
I mean, with my mother, yes, we got drunk off margaritas when this was all said and done.
Parental supervision, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm calling the lawmen.
Hey, it's legal in Texas, bitch. They can't get me.
Joseph's gonna go call the police on his microwave.
Calling the police. No, I'll just not.
This is
fucking
very
car.
Texas.
It's like a fucking-
You'll not what?
Whenever I start driving in my car and I don't buckle my seatbelt, it sounds like a fucking microwave beeping at me.
It's gonna explode if you don't do it.
You reminded me, like new dishwasher sounds when it's done. It ends, and then the 7-minute song plays.
Uh,
It's really bad.
Oh, yeah. No, Ben. So I think my first alcoholic drink, I was probably 13, if not younger, with my mom, and we went hunting. Like, we're at the ranch, and we went and got in the deer blind, and I was like, I'm thirsty. And she like, opens the little thing she made with drinks and didn't put anything in there for me at, like, 10 to 13 years old, and just handed me a Miller Lite, which was basically water. But That was my first beer. And then she also
Damn.
supplied me with a
Skipped
lot of
Coors
booze.
straight to Miller Lite.
Honestly, I prefer Coors over Millers. Don't like either of them, but I would take Coors over Miller. But and then she also supplied me with a lot of Boone's Farm through high school.
Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Jake,
It's
do
funny you
remember in
say
college-
hunting because that's when I started drinking. too.
Yeah,
It was
I think it's
hunting.
just a thing if you're in Texas and
Jake,
your
do you
family hunts.
remember- Do you remember in college when I bought one of the MD 2020s, and instead of just a koozie, because you couldn't use a koozie, I used an oven mitt as a koozie for it.
Yeah, because it
Why
fits.
did I never
They're like
think of
square.
that?
They're like square, so it
Yeah.
fits right into the top of the oven mitt. It was yeah.
Oh
It had
my
to
god.
go-
I forgot about that.
Why did
I
I
have a picture
never
of
do
that
that?
somewhere.
Pro tip:
Pro
Oven
tip.
oven mitts. MD 2020.
I would say it was the
Especially if you
blue
get the-
Boone's Farm.
The
that
bright
we'd always
blue
get.
flavor. It's just
Yeah.
blue flavor.
Absinthe. Oh, that was your first drink? Was absinthe? I would never drink again.
I feel like that would just kill your liver immediately, so
Yeah.
you'd never drink again.
I still have never bought absinthe.
I never, yeah.
I want to make like true absinthe cocktails or whatever, where you like you have like the spoon,
The spoon
with
and
the
the
sugar, and
sugar.
you pour it over the sugar,
Mm,
just
mhm.
because it looks cool. I'll probably hate it.
Yeah.
I think I did that with Will and Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the stuff that killed Edgar Allan Poe. Yeah, absinthe cray. I've only had it once and I hated my life. Do it. Oh, okay. Back on topic. What kind of lawman would you make?
I don't
I have
know.
one.
I
have
thought of
one
Lawman,
too.
and then I just thought of like the cops from House of a Thousand Corpses.
Just very bad at their job.
They're just like super abrasive,
Yeah,
really,
super
really
abrasive.
abrasive, but terrible at their job. And then like your backup is the girl's old dad,
Yeah.
The
the guy
Saving
from the ending of
Private
Saving Private Ryan.
Yes.
God.
And you just call him in, and he gets blasted. You're just like, well,
Like, I don't
Guess
know. I
I'll
should have
die too.
expected that.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that's mine. It's pretty simple, just very abrasive and.
Taylor, go ahead. I'll do mine last.
Okay. I want to make a poser lawman that straight up spaghetti western, like, cop. Like, got the sheriff's badge, his big old hat, helmet, like, rocking revolvers constantly. It's just super poser lawman. 100%. But then, like, he probably
Like,
also...
doesn't actually know.
Yeah, well, like a poser gang, you know, where it's like he's made up to look like something
Oh, okay.
else. Yeah,
like
yeah.
a certain thing.
Yeah. And I feel like they would also like talk in only Clint Eastwood and John Wayne quotes, like in an accent, like definitely like full on. Yeah, dirty hair. We talked
We
about
were
that
just talking about
earlier,
dirty
and
hair,
that's
yeah.
what made me think of it. I was like, I just want to straight up
I need to watch that movie again.
have some
instance.
sort of like audio trigger cybernetic something that I can like move my head a certain way, and it's like the doo doo doo.
Oh yeah, Mad Max was a lawman. That's what Giago said. Yeah,
Yeah, it
Giago's.
fits.
Yeah,
It
Mad
fits.
Max was a
Yeah.
lawman.
Yeah, how do you
Before-
play a lawman? That's what I ask myself.
Yeah,
With a
like
group
So-
of
I
misfits.
feel like it would have to be a very specific campaign.
I have an idea
Yeah.
for that, by the way. I was thinking about that. And you know how in a bunch of movies there's the crooked cop? Like in Dread when we watched it the other night, there was the judges that were crooked. There were like 1 million units or whatever. But and this one he would be, or they would be like a crooked cop that's not doing it for just the
Thank
money
you,
or anything.
Squidleo for the follow.
Squidleal, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And,
Guys, we're so close.
Shut up!
Sorry, I couldn't.
no, why did you say it?
Because at first I thought that was it.
No.
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
no, it would be a crooked cop, but the reason that he's a crooked cop, they're a crooked cop, is simply because they want to make some more money to get their family over from a different, like a different town and stuff, to get them like in and get them safe and stuff like that. But he always puts off this kind of like, you know, I'm gonna do whatever, and then when I go to my day job, which is being a cop, you know, I'll do that. But I'm also gonna use my influences in my personal life constantly.
He's super new in town. He's trying to get his family over to the super safe
Combat
city of Night City.
safer than where they are. It makes it
Where
even
are you
worse.
from, buddy?
I was watching someone stream like early on that I think like maybe it was Polygon. I know they had a group of 3. I think it might have been their first like one shot with Red, where they had a cop, like they had a lawman, and it was like they were a detective that the other group like got in contact with for something, and that's how they became a part of it. Is they were all somehow connected to the detective's case, and so that's how the party came together and did stuff.
Was the lawman an actual PC or was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it was
the
an actual
GM
player.
playing it?
No, it was an actual player
Okay.
character. Mm-hmm.
I saw a recent one, but I as soon as you said lawman, they didn't have one. I don't think. I think it was still Polygon though.
They did. I think they did 2 different one shots, and I'd see. But now I'm thinking it wasn't them that had the lawman. I don't remember who did it, because I watched theirs, and I remember they had one guy that was like. I remember the plot of that one, but I don't remember who was what. That was the whole line, was the detective had a case and the other people were helping him with it. So that could be a cool way. I feel like a lawman's an easy villain too, like to have some sort of dirty cop, like, because that could work for if you're doing a corporate thing, if you're doing a nomad thing, if you're doing a street kid thing, like any of it, a dirty cop can really ruin your day in Cyberpunk.
I don't know why, but I keep referencing House of Thousand Corpses. Yeah, it could be like the lawman in the second movie, Devil's Rejects, where it's like his son.
Yeah.
I think it's his son, right?
It is. It's his son.
Yeah,
I'm
he
pretty
actually
sure.
fucks him up pretty good.
Well, he goes off the fucking rails. Yeah.
We'll just put it that way. We won't say the end.
Yeah. No.
I watched the first
Watch those
bit of that
movies.
movie, and then I watched
They're
the
great.
end bit of that movie. I missed the middle and how we got there, but man, was the end really
Oh
good.
yeah, because we kept going outside.
We were watching it.
Oh, you were
It was-
taking your.
We were
you
being
taking your
ghosts.
pictures. Yes, you were taking.
Dude, that was
your-
fucking great.
I was
I'm so
sad.
proud of the video.
It's so
That was so good.
It was so
They were
good.
TikTok memeing.
Yeah, we were being TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTokers.
But in the best way.
I love those movies though.
out
I
there.
started watching them way too early. I was way too young to watch those movies.
I think the earliest movie I've watched that was like too early was Blade. I don't know why, that's just random, but like that.
My parents weren't
Yeah.
very good at censoring me at all. I watched a lot of things a lot earlier than I probably should have. But it was just
Yeah,
kind
I
of
guess
the
we
like
don't talk
cover
about
the
those
eyes.
days.
Attitude Era,
no.
baby. WWF. WWF No Mercy on the Nintendo
Oh,
64.
Giagos,
That's my game.
Spawn is on something now. I think it was HBO Max, or yeah.
Yeah, because I
Spawn
put
is
that,
on there now.
I put that GIF of can't even remember his name. The clown.
The clown. Oh god. Yeah.
What is Road to
I haven't seen that
Perdition?
forever.
Road to Perdition.
Uh-huh.
Ghost of Perdition?
Oh,
That's an Opeth song.
only Jake and I understand.
Oh, it's got Tom Hanks in it. I don't know what that one
remember
is, Blair.
watching that movie.
Yeah, I didn't. Mine was apparently it was a graphic
Doink
novel.
the Clown.
turned
Was that
movie.
his name, Doink?
Was it really?
Oh, it's a
That's what
gangster movie.
Tiago
Oh,
said.
I'm fucking in. I love gangster movies. Yeah, I remember really getting fucked up by The Others. Like for a long time. A long time that fucked me up.
Oh, you know what?
Like I was scared of
Body
everything.
Snatchers and Maximum Overdrive. Those were my two way too earlys. Like
Oh,
when I
and
was like little.
Is it Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind where it's like the Devil's Mountain with the mashed potatoes? But it's like made to seem like it was
remember.
real aliens. Like it was like this is a real
Close
story.
Encounter of the Third Kind.
Is it third kind? Did I just make
It's
up fourth
third
kind?
kind.
What's the fourth
It is
kind?
third
Third kind.
kind,
It's
yeah.
third kind because the fourth kind is a different movie, and I
With
think
the
that's
owl.
like I think that movie's I think that movie's actually scary.
Yeah, no, it really is.
Like,
100%.
and I watch every horror movie ever. That's one of the movies that actually got me when I shit.
Because
I got to talk horror movies all day.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We need to do a podcast.
Yeah, it's
about
Close
that.
Encounters of the Third Kind was the alien one, and I saw it early. I do want to watch it. Watch that in college. Did we watch? Were we talking about The Others? Because now I love The Others. It's one of my favorites, but fucked me up for a long time when I was little. But no, the Close Encounters of the Third Kind also, I think it was probably like the first like alien-y kind of thing that I saw, and I was like, what the fuck? And it confused the shit out of me, and I was like, I don't like this because it's made to seem like it's kind of real, and it just creeped me out. And then I went on a road trip with my grandma and my two aunts. We would go on road trips like every other summer. It was this like 2-week long road trip, and I was like 11, 12, like probably the year after I saw that movie.
To the
and
San
we
Antonio
go
Riverwalk.
not that one. Different one. We go to Wyoming to the Devil's Tower, which is where the aliens were, and I was like, it's real life.
Oh,
I'm so
nice.
scared. I was
Dude.
terrified.
Have I told y'all the story of when I was a kid? Back when Roger, my dad, first moved in with me and my mom, and we watched Starship Troopers. And I guess I had like a nightmare where I was like walking, and I went up to him, and it was like the first month that he was living there and sleeping there and everything, and I like grabbed his leg in my sleep, and he reared back to go fucking just deck me, and then he just looks, and I said, "The bugs are coming."
Holy shit!
Creepy
Yeah,
as-
and he was just like, "You go to bed." Right.
I
now.
watched that really young too. That and Mars Attacks.
Mars Attacks.
I watched those.
I
really
watched
young.
that too young
Oh,
too,
dude.
and the finger in the aquarium.
Figure out. Yeah.
That was the
about the
worst part for
spine?
me.
The spine part. Y'all remember that? Like the skull and spine.
For
were
some
just,
reason,
like,
the
they
finger
disintegrate?
is what
Yeah.
stuck in my
Yeah.
head, and I
Oh,
can't remember
God.
anything else. Fifth Element.
Attack
Yes,
of the Killer
that's that
Clowns.
other one.
God.
I'd never watched anything with clowns because I knew from age 3 I hated them, so didn't fuck with that shit ever.
Also, Lawman. Are we done with that one?
Yeah, I guess so. Y'all have anything else
I
you
really
wanna
haven't
add?
thought about making a character. I just
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
knew the subject matter. Like I said, I asked because I was like, I don't know how I would play it into a party.
Yeah, I feel like it would have to be a very specific campaign and choice of like maybe have some sort of infiltration type thing that you need someone from the inside, and so you got like them and like a net runner and a solo, and y'all are like going in to do stuff, and they've got the
Well-
access and you've got the brains.
You know,
If
Taylor,
I had a
that would
lawman
be a
in my
good
party,
one-shot
I would
thing,
immediately
Or,
lean on them.
Yeah.
or like
I would
a
just be like,
a
hey,
guest
let's go get
character.
guns.
A guest character that just comes on, like if you're doing
Yeah.
a podcast or anything like that, and that specific, like you were talking about, you need a person on the inside. They just come in and play that character for a session or two.
I've been trying to figure out a way to get guest stars in. I could do that because y'all are working with the cops. Who wants to be a guest
There
star
you go.
cop? Be my lawman.
Easy.
I mean, I technically have Janice already, but you know, another one. But yeah, so y'all wanna look at media instead now?
Cut.
Cut.